Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Jeffrey Lazarus, and you are watching Mining for Gems on the Gaming Vector. This is a show where we dig through the Xbox Live indie games catalog once a week in an effort to find the indie game gems on Xbox Live. On this week's episode, we're taking a look at S.E.E.D. This is a $1 downloadable Xbox Live indie games title. And these are my first impressions, and I have yet to play this game at all, so let's go ahead and hit start and jump right in. But before we do, I'm just going to let this opening music play for a few seconds because it's actually pretty good. Yeah, hopefully we keep the soundtrack like that up going throughout the game, but let's go ahead, press start, and let's just skip through these. There we are, and there are no options, it would appear. There is a high score. Alright. I'll be perfectly honest, I have yet to play any of this game, and I don't even remember what the actual blurb about the game was. But there's the actual creators of the game, if you'd... Actually, the game was made almost entirely by one guy, aside from the music. And the music was made almost completely by, well, no, in completion by one other person. So this is really a two-man project. And once again, I don't know much about it, so let's go ahead and just start the game up and see what we have going on here. So no options, no difficulty settings. Okay. And as of right now, it would appear all I can do is jump and move. Okay, so I'm going to assume that is a weapon. So our weapon actually summons little flowers that shoot at things. That's rather interesting. Alright, so you can switch between these two weapons using the two bumpers. I'm guessing these are just kind of tutorial areas to get us going here. Let's fire one of those. Alright, so let's fire one of those, and then... yeah, that works. Okay, so we can actually duck under the shots. Whoa, there we are. Oh, okay, let's swap to our other one. We can drop one of those. And then we can use that as cover. Yeah, there we go. And that gives us the three-way shot that he was using. So, sort of Mega Man-esque in that regard. That's not at all where I wanted to put that. Oh, and apparently one hit will kill you, so there you go with that. And that deposits us back at the beginning of the level, but it doesn't look like the enemies actually respawn, so... whatever that is worth to you, I suppose. Let's jump over here, and then we can... can that actually kill that thing while it's off screen? Yes, it can. Fantastic. Interesting idea for a game, I do have to say. I do kind of like that you don't directly... can actually... oh, you can just drop. Well, that's good. I like that you don't necessarily directly attack the enemies. You instead have to use these various different types of shots to find a way to deal with the enemies. Oh boy, let's get out of the way of that and pop one of those down. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so now what we can do is hopefully Yeah, this will give us time to take this one enemy down. I'm assuming those shots are actually hitting him. Oh, boy. I should be able to stand right here and just do damage to this enemy that's keeps popping up over on the side. Alright, so that takes care of him. Oh! Or does it? Oh, I thought he was dead. Oh! Alright. So one thing that I just noticed that could probably be done a little bit better, aside from, like, I'm not a huge fan of the animations here on the character. The game kind of, it doesn't look fantastic. It looks okay, don't get me wrong. Alright, so let's create... No, one thing I just noticed is if you look down at the bottom of the screen, this enemy up top is actually a boss. Yep, there we go. Because he had his own health bar. That boss health bar could have been a little more pronounced, but you know, it's one guy making the game, and it is a $1 title, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Oh boy, alright. I really like this idea of using all the different types of attacks that the enemies are using to kind of find your own way to take everything out and to deal with enemies. And like I say, you never actually, at least not as far as I've seen, go directly, like, attack an enemy directly. Instead, you spend a lot of time figuring out how you're going to take out the enemy without attacking them directly. Because you have to figure out how to drop your shots into a specific place in the environment. Oh, boy. Alright, let's use you so I can get closer here. And then figure out exactly what I'm going to do. Can I... Well, oh, nope. That doesn't work. Oh, wait. Here we go. It adds some puzzle elements to what would otherwise be a, pretty standard sort of Mega Man platformer shooter. And I really like that. It's a very imaginative game. I'm not going to say it's, it's not... Oh, and I died. That's a game over. I'm not going to say that it's the best looking game. I'm not going to say that it's the most playable game. It plays fine. It looks okay. The music is good. And I like the concept. There we get a little bit of a demonstration going on as well. But I really like the concept of the game. Now, how playable it is in the long run and how long it is, well, that can be up for debate. But oh, you can actually use those to get power-ups. Interesting. But yeah, that is S.E.E.D from Mikhail Tillander. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Also, I wish it would quit doing the pre-roll demonstration. But yeah, that is S.E.E.D, $1 downloadable title. I would say it is worth checking out. It's an interesting game. It's got an interesting concept for gameplay. And it's got a pretty damn good soundtrack. With that said, I have been your host, Jeffrey Lazarus, and thank you for watching.